Hey everybody, it's Jessica, the Nomadic Owl Oracle, and I just wanted to come in and check in with you really quick to give you some information about me as a reader and some things that I've noticed recently that have kind of been things that I feel like I need to talk about. First and foremost, I will say to you, I have been doing readings since I was 16 years old. I am now 41 years old, so it's been 27 plus years of me doing readings, okay? So over time, I've learned what worked for me, what didn't work for me. I am not a traditional tarot reader. That to me does not fit who I am or my style as a reader. As a human being, I do have a moral compass that I go by, and ethically, I like to be aware of how my words and the way that I read for people might come through. So I'm going to say this. Everybody has their own style of readings and things like that. But when I'm doing readings, I'm trying to take into account what the other person's experiencing, how it might come through for them. I try not to trigger people. Sometimes I do trigger people. Two of the things that I do not do readings on are health and death, okay? And people oftentimes get upset with me about that. Y'all, I will put this out there. I am someone that the dead come to. I work with the dead on a regular basis, and I know not everybody's comfortable with that. And I honestly am not comfortable bringing that into a reading other than doing channelings of people's past loved ones. So if there is a chance that I pick up on something that somebody is sick or that they might be toward the end of their life here on earth, I am definitely not going to be telling them that. I had an instance the other day that really, really tested my peaceful energy, is what I'm going to say here, and my tact. Where I was doing a reading for someone, and her mom has cancer. And I'm not going to bring her name up or anything like that. But this other lady walking by while I was trying to do the reading interjected and tells this lady that her mom is going to die and that her mom has cancer, is not going to accept treatment, and that she's very stubborn, and starts going on and on and on. And she just kept interjecting. And while we were trying to do a reading, it got really invasive. And y'all, if you know me, okay, and even if you don't, I don't do well with people overstepping boundaries with me, especially when I'm trying to be delicate and considerate and compassionate for my client. If somebody interferes into that energy, it takes all that's within me to be respectful towards that other person and to be tactful. So I ended up having to kind of shut that lady down, but she just kept trying to get into the energy. Y'all, most of my life, I have realized a lot of people are scared to get readings because of people like that other lady putting that stuff out there for the public. You know what? I am not going to be that type of reader that does that. That is not okay, in my opinion. I've had readers in the past tell me that I was going to be really sick and all these things were going to happen to me and blah, 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 blah. And it was a horrible feeling. So as a reader, I do not do that, and I do not tolerate that. So I'm going to say to y'all, if you ever go to a reader that makes you feel uncomfortable, that says really horrible shit to you, that really triggers the fuck out of you in negative ways. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know you're not going to probably like it. There is a good type of triggering that makes you want to make changes and things like that, and a negative type of triggering that makes you feel like you need fucking counseling and you're going to bawl your eyes out. I don't know. I will say, if you ever experience something like that with a reader or someone else, maybe that's not the person you want to go to. I would highly suggest not investing in that person anymore. There are a million readers, whether it's me, someone else. There are so many readers, and if you don't resonate what's being said to you, then maybe it's time to move in another direction. So I wanted to put that out there for you guys. Also, I want to say this. I've noticed over time that a lot of spiritual people, when they're going through the heavier times in their life, they really withdraw and they stop doing their business and things like that. Something that somebody said to me is like, why are you doing readings if you're feeling like this? Look, if I'm ever not feeling okay enough to not do a reading, I won't do a reading. However, I am human just like everybody else. In this past year, I've been heavily in my shadow. I had a dark night of the soul, but I continued to show up for the collective because I know that the things I was having to heal, the things I was experiencing, was for me to be able to also help other people. Okay? We as light workers, okay, we're not all the same. We're all different. We all have different gifts and we all have different things we can teach one another. But I will say to you, I don't shy away from the heaviness. I don't shy away from my shadow periods. I don't shy away from my shadow self even, because I know that that's part of who I am. As with all of you, we all have a shadow. The more that we learn to heal that, to integrate that, to, I'm going to say, acknowledge that and empower ourselves with bringing the balance between our light and darkness, the more that we're going to be able to show up for anyone else, including ourselves, and be the best person we're supposed to be. So if you are not doing your work and you're going to readers, then you're not going to be able to have those breakthroughs that they might be trying to give you. We as readers are messengers. It is not our job to do the work for you. You ultimately have to do the work for yourself. And also, I'm going to say this, as a reader, we are also human, unfortunately. And being a human means that we have human things that happen. So I am not going to deny that I'm human. I'm not going to deny what I'm feeling. I'm not going to deny that I'm going through experiences as well, while I'm here to show up for you guys as a collective. Because that's when I can help people the most, is by showing you that, hey, look, I'm going through the same shit. We're all experiencing things. I'm here to help any way that I can. I love you all. And another thing I do want to point out here is a lot of people right now are struggling with mental health. If you are one of them, please make sure that you're getting the help that you need. Please make sure that you're asking for assistance, that you're calling your friends, your family, your neighbors, whoever it is that you have as a support system, so that you're not holding it in. Today, I was driving, doing DoorDash, which is something I do occasionally for extra money. And there was a sticker on a car in front of me, and it says, if you're looking for a reason of why you should still be here on earth, this is it. You are loved. And I'm going to say to y'all, look, I wasn't even depressed when I saw that, but it almost made me fucking cry. So look, if y'all are struggling and you need help and you need things that you can't do for yourself, please ask. Please reach out to those in your family. I'm going to say to you, I will be here as best as I can. I am not a psychologist. I am not going to pretend I'm a psychologist. I am not a medical doctor. Okay? That's why I don't do readings on health and death. But I am here to not form opinions about people and to be open-minded and to assist however I can. Now, I am not against psychology. I am not against going to a counselor, because I've had to do it myself in the past. We all have things we have to work on. But if y'all need me, I'm here, however I can be. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to do everything for you, because I'm not. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're like probing me to give you a reading for free, that's probably not going to happen. But I do weekly readings free for the collective. And I also try to do daily card pulls when I can that are free for the collective, monthly card pulls, things like that. So keep an eye out for those. I love you all, and I hope that you have a great 2024. I just had to put this out there because there is some shit. There is lots of shit going on right now that I feel needs to be talked about. So I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.